Hey everyone, it's Tiffany and welcome to October 16 through 22. This is the third week of October. I'm here to give you your astrology forecast. My intention is to give you some practical insights and wisdom from the skies so that you can get that outside advantage and let the universe have your back this week. So this is one of the better weeks of the month. I'm pretty excited about it. On the 18th, okay, so no real big cosmic activities up until Wednesday, but we've got a cazimi. So cazimi is when one of the planetary bodies is in the heart of the sun. It's just right next to it, conjunct right in the energy of the grand central sun, illuminating. And so it's a beautiful, auspicious moment. And we have two of them. The first one this week is on Wednesday, where the sun will be conjunct the south node. My teacher taught conjunctions, or when something is right next to each other within 1 to 3 degrees, right? My teacher taught this as a kiss in the skies. Sometimes I'll describe it as holding hands. And so the south node of the moon is in the heart of the sun. I feel like we're going to experience some deja vu, some past life clarity, some connections with people that you just know at a soul level, that's part of your soul family or part of your soul tribe, right? To help you move forward in the direction of your destiny, sometimes it's useful to connect with those old friends from the past. There can be a sense of nostalgia. There can be a helpful hint in looking back. I'll give you an example. I was organizing the house and I was going through some of the old journals and things that were out here and trying to decide, okay, do I want to keep it? Do I want to take pictures? Do I want to burn it? Like, what do I want to do? Well, I opened to a page, right, that was so specific to what was going on in my mind, page from the past, right? It was so specific. It was unmistakably spirit, right? And that those little moments when you open to that right page for seemingly no reason, those synchronicities that bring you back in time to help bring something forward to heal it and re-envision it for yourself. That's the magic of this particular cazimi. So on the 20th, on Friday, we have our second cazimi, which is with Mercury. Mercury is the planet that rules the way we think, right? Our precious human minds. And so sometimes our minds are super helpful and sometimes they're not, right? This is the computer and we need to nourish it and encourage that mind to behave, and we need to train it. Right. So we train the mind through meditation practices, through letting go of thoughts that don't matter. You can name your mind. Mine, I name Mindy. And so if I'm having a thought that's not useful or helpful in the moment, I just say, thanks, Mindy. Don't need that one. Right. When you sit down to meditate, sometimes the grocery list comes in or the to-do list comes in or the regrets come in, or worse or better, but it just floods your mind. Right. And so this week is a great time to train your mind to let go of those thoughts and patterns, to be silent, to be still, and to listen, to receive instead of to think and project out. So the Mercury in the heart of the sun, cazimi, this is information wizardry. This is when we can hear great downloads from spirit, from source. What kind of memories are you in the process of making, too, is another consideration. This moment on Friday helps you with clarity. It gives you focused communication. It's a great time to have meetings, write your content, write your newsletters, get your podcasts out, things like this. It's also a good time to refine your image. I think in the general forecast, I said energy. So I'll say that too here, to refine your energy. How you think about changes what you see. How you think about the thing changes what's out there on your Tiffany TV, on your human TV, on the screen of the world that you're seeing. So Wayne Dyer is awesome at this stuff, right? If you haven't listened to Wayne Dyer in a while, maybe go back, get something on Audible, help program your mind through that power of changing the way you think about things with this transit on the 20th. Also on the 20th, Mercury squares Pluto. So there's some mixed messages in the skies. Mercury square Pluto, all right, this can be where things are misinterpreted. So even though I'm saying, wow, there's so much clarity and energy about how you think and speak and write and are seeing things, be careful with how you present them to the world. Sometimes we get a good idea that's better kept to ourselves for a while. So keep those great ideas in an incubation period before you're just out there blasting it all. Write the content, plan the content, have the meeting, get the ideas, but listen more than you speak. Okay. So Mercury square Pluto is not an ideal time for travel. Doesn't mean that anything bad's going to happen if you've got travel plans out there. It's just, it's just kind of one of those hinky times where sometimes the electronics can slow things up. There can be cosmic delays, traffic, things like this. So just be aware of that. And if you're looking back, Mercury also squared Pluto on April 3rd of this year. So if you have some patterns or things like, you could look at your calendar and see what was going down on April 3rd of 2023, you might notice a theme or pattern circling back for your attention here on October 20th. On the 21st, the sun is going to square Pluto. The field out there in life can feel a little bit more irritable, restless, and discontent. The sun is how we shine in the world. It's how we illuminate. It's how we express ourselves. And Pluto requires great change. And so there's a metamorphosis happening. And some people have breakdowns before they have breakthroughs, right? Sometimes we can witness that for other people. Sometimes we don't have the energy for it. So there might be that extra element of out there. My advice to you, my suggestion to you is to not force things. Don't force your opinion. Don't get in my way or the highway mode. Try to be as adaptable and fluid. Be like a leaf on a fast-moving stream. Observe what's happening without letting it affect your peace of mind and heart and spirit. Also on this day, Venus trines Jupiter. So I know that if you will not stop before the miracle happens, I know if you'll keep going, if you'll persevere, if you'll not make a fool of yourself, right? If you'll just be centered and flexible, Venus trine Jupiter. That's that big numerology 8 energy that we are excited about in October. Venus trine Jupiter is the lady luck. It's lucky in love, lucky in life, lucky in money. There are cosmic support systems. Jupiter is a planet of benevolence and growth and expansion. There can be really interesting proposals coming up. There can be earned wisdom around finances. There can be good investments being made or paid out. It's a good mojo day, Venus trine Jupiter. So be aware of that and use it to your advantage. On the 22nd, there's a first quarter moon. It's in 28 degrees of Capricorn. This is a turning point. It's an opportunity to walk your talk. It's a yang phase. It's time to be in action. And so sometimes we act our way into right thinking. Sometimes we don't want to do the thing, but doing the thing helps us improve our mental state and it kind of eases up, right? So I recently went through a branding change. It was uncomfortable. I felt it for about a year. I waited until the energy was right. I sat with it. I allowed the feelings to come and go. I talked with my mentors and colleagues. And then it was taking that action step that still felt very uncomfortable. But right on the other side of it felt so free and at ease and peace and relief. And those are the indicators that, Spirit has us, that we've made a decision that is going in the right direction. That first quarter moon on the 22nd is like that, a turning point in Capricorn, your business, right? Not everybody works. Not everybody has their own business. Not everybody's a boss. I get that. So Capricorn isn't only about business and career and the work of our life, right? It can be about our ambitions, what we really want to do with our own, this precious human life that we have. Right? This precious human life that you get to live this one time as you in this body, this way, this shape, this form, this environment with these people. It is an incredible time to be alive, right? And so look back 9 months ago as to what was being seeded, what wishes you had, what intentions you had, what you were writing in your journal, what was going on in your life, what was cooking. This moment is a time for you to walk your talk, to put one foot in front of the other, to take divine right action that's in integrity with yourself and to go forward. Also on October 22nd, we've got Mercury. Mercury is going to trine Saturn and it's going to enter Scorpio. Mercury will be in Scorpio until November 9th. It'll be there for a while. This is when you're on a fact-finding mission. This is where we narrow our focus to see what's going on. Scorpio is ruled by Pluto. So that element of buried treasure, looking underneath, finding what is going on in the subconscious mind that's really driving our decisions. This is a time when we can receive helpful guidelines, when we get creative solutions, when we just narrow the field a little bit and be more focused with the way that we're thinking about things. Mercury trine Saturn, it helps us organize, it helps us get maybe you want to change the way that you pay bills. Maybe you want to change what you're committed to. Maybe you need to make some pivots. But the idea with Mercury trine Saturn in Mercury and Scorpio is that we're working, we're practicing, we're refining, we're rehoning. This is not necessarily, I don't want you to get out of your flow, but if it feels correct at this time of the month to organize, to be more strategic, to set up some procedures, to check boxes, things like this, how could you be more efficient is really the question, okay, with your long-term goals and planning. All right, that's it for this installment. Let's draw a little card for funsies. I'm using the Astral Realms Crystal Oracle deck. For everybody watching, just asking Spirit to come in, lead, and guide us here. We get the card of Divine Love with pink amethyst. Isn't it beautiful? Divine Love. The Soul Star Chakra. So anybody working to clear, cleanse, heal, embrace, help boost up the energy of your Soul Star Chakra this week, just tap into the frequency of Divine Love. Maybe get your pink amethyst out, see what she has to say to you, or he. You can always work with the crystal energy along with the numerology and astrology. That it's the energy of frequency. It's the language of frequency. All right. So listening more than we are speaking this week, being aware that there's a lot of positive, good energy out there for people that are wanting to up level, change things, be aware of things. And so, things are really lining up for you. Right? The universe definitely has your back. So I hope this is useful. I appreciate the opportunity to serve you in spirit through the language of astrology. Until next time, my friends, namaste.